Yeah, for me it was interesting, also intense. I'm used to be in silence and alone, but not all days without any knowing of time. So it was sometimes a bit confronting, and I noticed myself like, is it now morning or afternoon? Is it almost 6? I was a bit disorientated by the ego. The ego wants to have control, and then I'm like, okay. And then sometimes I get overwhelmed in thoughts and in thinking and in anxiety. And then I'm like, okay, this is the ego. Can I breathe through it? Can I calm down? Can I just be? And then I sometimes came back to the true self. Like, this is always quiet, this is always peaceful. And I noticed some interesting thing as well. In the beginning I had really lots of back pain. And then Markus mentioned like back pain as something that you carry with you, that's not yours. And then the day after that you said it, I saw a timeline of people that passed by, that made a decision to not to live anymore. And then I'm like, whoa, I feel some sort of guilt. And then when I saw it and I felt the emotion and I accepted, then the back pain became less. It's also very interesting. And then it was like from the upper back to the middle back to the lower back, and then it was in my legs. So it was shrinking and falling down and going down. And I experienced a lot of headache in the beginning and some sort of pressure in my head. And really, after 2 or 3 days, really a dry mouth. And today I was drinking, I was thinking about the 20-24 rule, like 20 hours fasting, 4-hour eating, and I'm like, okay, now I get a dry mouth, but I think the dry mouth is of detoxing because I intox. And that's also, yeah, a very valuable insight. And I did before some kind of dry fast with other people, but they said totally different things. They said like, oh, keep being busy, keep being happy. And this is what was like quite opposite, like do nothing and just observe everything. Yeah, and this morning I was really touched by this whole week, by this whole experience, by this being together. Even without words, I feel the presence and everything. And I felt really touched by your pure, authentic presence and all the teachings and the things that you've said from your true self, also with laughter and so. And yeah, I just wrote a letter to you, and I will give it to you tomorrow. Yeah, out of gratitude, out of joy, out of, yeah, everything. So grateful for this whole experience. I saw the movie with Rocio and you, and I was like, oh, I need to be there. I was so totally confident, like, you know, I must be there. Yeah, and the first movie that you made, like everything that you do is to search for love, and if you stop doing, stop eating, stop drinking, and you go really into this being, then you found everything that you were looking outside, and that immediately shifted something in me. I can't explain it with my mind, but it did something. It was really like resonating, like, wow, this is so pure. This feels really like the essence of who I truly am. And that was something that I didn't saw anywhere. I did so much investigation about this whole topic, but this was like, whoa, it was like the tipping points, the cherries on the pie. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was super amazing. Sometimes it was really like boring, and if I get bored in the dry fast, when I'm home, I'm like, oh, this is too boring, I would like to eat or drink or have some joy with something. But this was easier because I felt like everyone is in this process, we are here together, and it stimulated, and it was supportive and a bit of motivating to do this together, even if it is still my own process. It was very powerful in this way. Yeah. So thank you very much,
Thank you.
Marcus and Rose.
Thank you.